Hey everyone, this is Miss Mama Mo One, aka Mo the Healer, aka Mo. And I am coming to you to share with you my how I raised my credit score story. I am not I didn't write anything down. This is just off the top of my head, so excuse me if I skip over words or whatever. So, back in December 2017, I found out I needed to move. My credit was horrible. My credit was 540. So the first thing I did was say, okay, I gotta go check my credit, look at my credit report, right? So annualcreditreport.com will give you your credit report from all three bureaus once a year. I've been through that and I usually get it, right? Um, so I looked at my credit report and I'm like, okay, it was only $800 that I owed, okay? 864, I think, to be exact. So what I did first was I was like, oh, okay, I got that in my Christmas bonus. I can just pay it and I'll be, you know. No. What I did first was go on YouTube and I asked YouTube how to pay off your debt and stuff like that. And I think one of the first videos that popped up was never pay collections, never pay your thing. So I just started to do my research. And what they were saying is to dispute. Dispute, you have a right by the Fair Credit Act. You have a right to dispute anything on your credit report. Whoever the collections, whoever put it on your credit report has to tell you or show you, provide you proof that you that is your debt. And if they can't not provide it, then they have to delete it. Everywhere says write a letter. And I did write letters, but it wasn't for that. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm lazy. I did not write any letter as far as my dispute. What I did was I went online and I disputed it. I disputed everything on the credit report. One was a charge off. It was not going to be, I tried to dispute it. It didn't work. I'm sure if I really wanted to, then I can really try to, write letters and get it off. But it's going to be off by next year. Now, if I do get my house, like by April of next year, now if I try to get my house before that, then I'm going to have to take care of that. But it's a charge off. It is a negative mark on my account. So, okay, I'm in the dispute process. I disputed one that I really was like, wait a minute. I did not open a Con Ed. It was really not even my thing. It was $175. It got taken off. I was like, okay, got deleted. I disputed. You have to dispute it on all three credit bureaus. The next thing I did, besides the dispute, and that's a process because it takes 30 days. Like the first ones, Equifax and Experian took it off. TransUnion was acting funny. I literally was calling them up like, listen, I feel like this is fraud. I did not open up a Con Edison account in 2015, which I didn't. And, I need to dispute it. Like, I was really on the phone with them. Like, I need y'all to dispute it. I feel like this is fraud. The guy, I didn't even like the first person I was talking to because something happened. I didn't get the results that they kept it. And I'm like, well, why would you keep it if Experian and TransUnion, and Equifax deleted it? Like, I disputed again. Long story short, they put a credit freeze. I asked to speak to a manager. Like, not rude or disrespectful, but really like, listen, I have a right to this, to know what's going on. So they had sent it to my old address that I haven't lived at in 4 years. Another thing, dispute all addresses and incorrect names. They had me as Monique McIntosh, but it's spelled MC like ONTO. No, that's not you. So dispute it. And they was trying to give me problems with that, but I had to, I couldn't do it online, but I actually was able to call them up and they got it off. Okay. So once you work on it, while I was working on the disputes, because it didn't really fall off until I disputed the 175. Eventually TransUnion dropped it. Okay, so now I think I was like 6 something. So I took the 175 off. So I'm like, well, let me dispute this other one. And I really looked at it too, and I'm like, first of all, I got 2 Con Eds, and they both open two different places, and they're both open 2015. Nah, I didn't open up a Con Ed in 2015, so long story short, I was like, let me dispute that. Same thing. They all dropped off. Once that all dropped off, my credit score really, because now I have no collections. I still have that that charge off, which is not good. But until I have buy a house, I'm not gonna worry about it. If I can make it till April, then I'm gonna make it to April. And I probably can, because at the end of the day, I can't. I'm in a 1-year lease at this new place. And it was all because I needed to move. I didn't know when. I started in December. I didn't know when exactly, but I knew that I was going to have to move, soon, right? The next thing I was doing, so I just started doing my research on how to build your credit score, and how to fix your credit. So, while I'm disputing, I was doing it all at the same time. So now I'm disputing, and I opened up a secured card. Being that my credit was so fucked up, I couldn't open up a secure card because, I couldn't open up a credit card because of my, nobody wanted to give me credit because my credit is bad. When you have a 540, don't even waste your time trying to apply for shit, because now you're making your credit score go down even lower because you have something called hard inquiries. And that counts as, I think, 10%. Don't quote me, but that does count as your credit score. Goes on your credit score. So I opened up I did two things. I opened up a Green Dot card. I put $200 down, because that's what the secured card is. You have to put your own money up, and then they just, and then you use the card. Your limit is the money you put up. So I only put up $200. That was my limit. The first time I spent like $34. I think they take the annual fee out. I paid that back immediately, I believe, but it was like $34 I spent, right? Because at first I was going by, another important thing is your credit utilization, how much you're using. So if you have a $200 limit, you need to keep your spending, in my opinion, at 10% or lower. Right now I'm at 7%. Because the only thing I use that card for is Netflix. Netflix is $13.99, so that's it. Only when I pay my Netflix bill, that's the only charge, so I only pay that card back. Because that card is not really, that's only to build credit. People feel like, okay, if I spend cash for everything. No, if you want to buy a house one day, you want to buy a car, you're going to need to have good credit if you don't want to pay high interest rates, okay? It can save you a lot of money just by having good credit. So you can have a credit card, and it's not meant to just blow and pay it back little by little. That's the trap. That's how they get you paying interest. Whatever you spend, you should never spend anything on a credit card more than what you can afford. So if you're not going to buy it anyway, like I had Netflix for years. That's something I'm going to have for years. So regardless, instead of Netflix coming out of my bank card, it's coming out of my Green Dot Visa card, my secured Visa card, which is reporting on my credit report when they started reporting immediately. So I wanted to boost up what I was trying to do. So the next thing I did was open up I took out a secure loan, and it's called Self-Lender. I think you pay like $10, processing fee, whatever, but you pay whatever you want to pay. It's not whatever you want to pay. You have two choices. You can pay $48 a month for a year, or like $25 a month for 2 years, and basically you don't lose anything. It's just showing, and it's showing a different, and you need a mix of credit on your credit report to have a good score. So it's showing a mix. I have a revolving credit card, and I keep the utilization low at 7% because I'm only using it for $13.99 for Netflix, and I have my secure card. So I knew that I was going to have to pay rent. Rent in New York City is extremely, extremely high, okay? It's extremely high. So I didn't know exactly how much I was going to spend, so I'm like, you know what? $48 might be hard to come by, but $25 is not. I could always make sure I have at least $25 a month to pay this. And then after 2 years, even though it's longer, but whatever, I'm doing this for my credit. I'm not doing this for any other reason but to build my credit. So I added the the card, the not the card, the secured loan. And this is for people that's scared of themselves, who's scared that they're gonna use a credit card and spend. Open up a self-lender account, and that will definitely help you, because all you're doing is just making sure. But the thing is, you got to make sure you pay on time. And I pay early, because how I have it set up is I pay when I get paid. So I get paid every 2 weeks. So the second check, usually I'll pay with it. So it doesn't matter. I pay a month in advance. And on top of that, just in case I forget, I have a it comes out my automatic payment. I'm sorry. I have automatic payment set up. So basically, I have the automatic payment set up, and but I still don't really use it, because I'd rather pay it when I have it, when I know, okay, this is my last check of the month. I'm going to pay, and it's not much. I'm paying $25 and $13. It's better I like to pay when I get paid, when I have the most money. You know what I mean? You have all the money there. You're going to blow. I used to, but, I changed. The next thing I was going to tell you is, it's your thinking. You really got to change your thinking. If you want to get out of debt, and I know my debt wasn't that high, but if you really, if I didn't have to move, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't even really care about my credit. You know what I mean? I just didn't care. I just, whatever, I'll deal with it when I dealt with it. I knew it was important, but whatever. And, the first thing you have to do is look at your credit report and see where you're at, The only thing I don't believe, I'm sorry, I'm not, no disrespect to anybody that's doing it, but I don't believe in like paying somebody else to do it, because all they're doing is writing letters on your behalf, disputing things. If they're not really teaching you how to manage your money and to do better with your money, then it's a waste to me, because then, okay, they can get you out of debt, but then if you don't know how to, you don't know what it is, then you're not, it's going to be easy for you to fall back into debt. Debt is very important. I don't care what nobody says. Credit is more important than cash. This is what I learned, because when you're looking for a place to live, and they don't care if you have a good salary. All they care about is they want that. They do want that, but they also want to make sure that your credit score is up there. I'm talking about up there. I'm talking about 650 or more, 680 or more. By the time I applied for this apartment, I thought I was at 720. And that's because I had dropped off those collections, and I've been paying my green dot. So even though my credit history is kind of new as far as, but making those payments on time is very important. I think if you make one late payment, it looks bad, and it stays there for a long time. I'm sorry, I don't like how these glasses look on me. I gotta take off and put on my other ones. It's making my cheeks look all fat. Even though, yes, I know I got fat cheeks. I'm sorry. But I'm sitting here staring at myself, so it's driving me crazy. Alright, that's better. I mean, they're fat anyway, but it was like sitting and pressing on them. Alright. Anyway, so you want to make sure you make your payments. At least your minimum payment. I always say, pay it off. Don't, because that's how credit card companies make money off of you, is the interest rates. When you just pay little by little, you're actually paying more. If you just pay it off, or for that matter, never use more than what you was already intending to spend, then it won't be so hard to pay it off. So, the other thing I did buy while I was in my dispute process was this book, Hidden Credit. Let me show you. Hidden Credit Repair Secrets. And it's a good book. It's a really, really good book. It's an easy read. It's by Mark Claiborne. I got it off of Amazon. Maybe I paid $15 for it. But it really, really showed you how to dispute. It's very helpful, because I'm still going through stuff as far as I need to, I found out I had a judgment that I really don't know about, and I have to fight that. So it helps with that and everything like that. So, yeah, that's basically it. Everybody's story is different, but also, you know, I put my magic into it, you know, but everything is not just magic. You have to also do your physical. I did also, you know, I lit my spells. I put my energy into the universe and let the universe know. I even have, ooh, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to read it to you. This is how you manifest. Now, don't get it twisted. I was always looking hard body, but sometimes you got to, put that energy into the universe. And on April 1st, and that happened to be Easter, I was reading in my new apartment, which I'm in because I raised my credit score up, and it's in a very nice neighborhood, and I'm close to my job, and I'm very, very happy and lucky. I got a laundry room. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. It's very comfortable. The neighborhood is very, very nice. But basically, and today is what, April 7th? Yeah, today's April 7th. I know I had it Sunday. This is something that I wrote, okay, to myself, because words is magic. Write it down, make it happen, right? And I'm gonna share it with you because that blew my mind when I read it on April 1st. Sunday, March 4th, 2018, and this is 12:37 a.m. Okay, and I must have been frustrated because now I know exactly when I gotta be gone. I gotta find a place for me and my son by May 9th, okay? So this is what I wrote. May 9th, 2018 is the deadline. I will find a home for me and Keithy and Mary before April 1st, 2018. I will find an affordable, safe, clean, close to work place for us to live. I will have a space to garden. I will love my new home. I will find a home for me and Keithy and Mary. I have faith. I am strong. I have a good income. I don't know how, but everything will work out. I know it will. Okay? And so on April 1st, to sit here and read my words that I wrote to myself, okay, my spell that I wrote in my manifestation book, it gave me chills, because I mean, I've done this plenty of times before. Even before I was spiritual, I've done this, but to read it, and whenever you're going through something, when you're going through whatever you're going through, you have to stay positive. You have to believe, okay, this is what I got to do. So basically, from December to now, or like maybe a week, 2 weeks ago, not even 2 weeks ago, I've been here maybe a week. But before April 1st, okay, I was already sleeping here by April 1st. So I just was like, I'm going to find it. Oh, every day I was coming home, sitting on the computer, looking. I've seen holes in the wall for like more money than I'm paying now here. You know what I mean? And like, it wasn't easy. It was not easy. It was a job, but I was focused. I stayed positive because that's what I do. I'm a witch. I manifest. I get shit done only because I have to get it done. Like, there's no other choice. I have a child. He's going to high school. He's going to college. I've always had a roof over his head, and I will keep having a roof over his head. So don't wait until you're in my position where you have to, or I don't know what I would have did if I didn't. I don't know what I'm, maybe moving with my boyfriend, but nah, you need your own space. I'm an introvert, so I need my own space. All right, so that's about it. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please DM me, hit me up, and I'll try to help you. All right, thank you for watching the video. Have a great day. Bye.